Okay, so why 90% of people fail at anything or everything that they attempt? So it's no surprise that a lot of people that start businesses fail at the businesses. And there's one reason why 90% of people fail. There's one single reason. So it's incredibly simple, but it's also very heavy-handed. And the only thing that causes anybody to fail at anything is the fact that they give up. Because every single human on this planet that has been on a journey from here to here, a difficult journey, has failed throughout that journey, but they have not given up, and that's why they are here. And so the only reason that you see those statistics where 90% of people fail and start businesses and they fail, and it doesn't work out, like, it's because they stopped trying or they gave up. And that could be because they ran out of money for whatever reason. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But the fact of the matter is they were pursuing a goal that they are no longer pursuing, and that's why they failed. So ultimately, if you don't ever give up, you don't really ultimately fail at getting where you want to go. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't fail at all, because like I said in the last video, 100% of the time you are going to fail at some point. Every single person does. Every single person does. So as long as you're learning from your failure and you're moving on and you're not making the same failures, there's just a finite amount of time that is going to take until you get to whatever goal you've set out to get. Let's say it's making $1,000 in a day. And let's say that there's this much failure that you have to go through in order to get to that point. If you learn from your failures, right? If you don't make the same mistakes. And every single time you fail, you're going to chip away at that distance. You're going to close that distance that it takes to get to that 1K a day. And you're going to get closer and closer and closer. So the people that ultimately fail, like I said, are just the ones that stop and move on and do something else. So that's why 90% of people fail. Now, I will say, and this is something that a lot of people will probably not like, some people win at different rates than other people. So you'll see oh, he did it in a year, and then you'll set that expectation for yourself. First of all, you should never compare yourself to anybody else ever, because every single person is unique and different and has strengths and weaknesses of their own. So it's just absolutely moronic to compare yourself to anybody. The point that I'm trying to make is that some people in this world are smarter than you, and some people are more charismatic and they can talk better and they can learn quicker, and they're just smarter and they're more intelligent, or they're more hardworking and they don't need as much sleep so they can work longer. Whatever the case may be, people are going to have strengths that you don't have strengths, and those strengths are going to play and aid into their journey of wherever they want to go and how fast they get there. Okay, so the only thing that can differentiate how fast you win and how fast you succeed, I guess, as a very general term, is some of those things that you can't really change about yourself, like how hardworking and disciplined you are. I mean, you can work on that, and you should, or how intelligent you are. But some of these things people are going to have and embody, and they're going to have an advantage over you. So like I said, the point I'm trying to make is the only thing that can expedite this process is how smart or hardworking you are. And you could choose to be as hardworking as you want to be. So that's good, because you can kind of manipulate that variable. But smarter people are just going to win faster, right? And that's okay. If you're not as smart, that's totally fine. Just understand and accept the reality that it's probably going to take you a little bit longer, which is totally fine, For example, I'm going to use myself as an example. Everything I've done, I'm very proud of myself, this and that. I have friends that are younger than me that came from zero that make $10 million a month profit. And it's to me, they're blowing me out of the water, but they're just way smarter than I am. They're just way, way, way smarter than I am. So I am not going to sit here and beat myself up about it, because that's just the cards that they were handed. They have better cards in life. There are other, weaknesses that they have, and I have strengths that they don't have. So it's it all balances out and stuff. And I'm very happy with the way that I am. So it's yeah, it's fine. They make more money, but they're smarter as a human. And I understand that. So you have to understand it as well. I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but just keep that in mind. The only time you fail is honestly when you give up, and failure is just part of the process. So.